yung halaga ng bawat hakbang, ang mga hakbang mo sa umpisa. At mga hakbang na magkakasama. At ang mga hakbang sa mas magandang buhay. Sabi niya rin, madadapa at madadapa ka. Pero yun, tuloy lang sa paglakad. Pag may hamon, humugot ka. Sa mga tinuro ng bawat yapak, sa bawat hakbang mo, mararating mo ang tagumpay. Ang ambisyon ng bagong buhay para sa'yo at para sa kanila. Ma,
Back at the coverage here at Tanduay Gym in Quiapo, Manila. Our third game on our Saturday quintuple header. This is going to be an interesting banger of a slugfest. Game at hand, UE Manila, led by the likes of Chris Gavina, Alex Cabagnot, and Paolo Hubalde, going up against the Gerald Buton-led Lufthansa Technique Philippines, still here for your BKT Inter-Sister Cup 2025. My name is Brian Presillas, and I'm welcoming back on the coverage Mr. Go Hard himself, Coach Bam Ledesma, at your service. Coach Bam, welcome back sa ating coverage.
Yes, thank you very much, Bri, for that heartwarming introduction. Good afternoon, everyone. And Brian, if the first two games of the day is any indication of what's next, it's also going to be a great game, especially with UE Manila and Lufthansa Technique raring to get more wins this tournament.
Ito UE Manila, Coach, we saw them lose to still undefeated Philippine Airlines. That was competitive all throughout, but in the fourth quarter, medyo bumigay lang itong UE Manila.
Yes, exactly, partner. And that game you have mentioned, it could have gone either way. But I think that time around, Philippine Airlines being the steadier team towards the end of that game, that resulted in this, although the final score does not really show how tough or how close this game was.
Alex Cabagnot had 24 points, 10 rebounds, 7 assists, and 2 steals for Mr. Kabagi in his debut game donning the red jersey of UE Manila. On the other side, Lufthansa Technique Philippines, who is led by Gerald Buton, losing to Macro Asia last weekend. We covered that game with Coach Jongay de Guzman. And Lufthansa was just, Macro Asia was just a bit better on the offensive end than Lufthansa and left them in the fourth quarter.
Yes, partner. And all the more important is that both teams here almost, you could say that almost got a win in their last game. That's why this game is going to be very, very interesting.
Lufthansa suffering an 90-85 loss to Macro Asia as we turn it over to our court announcer for the announcement of our protagonists.
Wait lang, wala pa akong lineup. Tama ka, Bagnot. Oo, 19 yung kabag. 19 si Alex. Paying lineup, sir. Diyan naman na yung starter, diyan. Antayin ko na yung printout. Lane, ano pangalan nun? Yung sa refer, tabi ni Ali ba? Utang ina, botchok pa part ko dyan. Yaman na. Opo, Cyrus Rams. Anong first name mga idol ka last name?
J-Rick Mark Reyes.
Ha?
J-A-E.
Reyes? J. Reyes na lang.
J-Rick.
J-Rick?
Oo, J-Rick. Mahirap spelling yan eh.
No
Kahit ako
problem.
nung elementary ako, hirap ako doon.
Kahit nung bata ka, no? Tara, kwento mo muna tayo.
A very good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. We are glad to have you here at the newly renovated Tanduay Gym for the 2025 BKT Inter-Sister Cup of Tanduay Athletics. It's between the UE Manila and Lufthansa Technique Philippines. Now let's carry on the starters. First for the UE Manila, starting player number 12, Paulo Hubolde. Number 19, Alex Cabagnot. Number 24, Mark Quitoras. Number 25, Robin Pasco. And number 33, Melvin Reyes. The head coach of the UE Manila is Leo Villahar. And now for the Lufthansa Technique Philippines, starting player number 1, Francis.
Our starting five brought to you by Tanduay Athletics, UE running with Cabagnot, Hubalde, Quitoras, Pasco, and Reyes, while Lufthansa Technique Philippines, Esguera, Contreras, Solema, Boton, and Abelia.
Right away, the UE Red Warriors starting off with Aquaman and Kabagi.
Stellar first five unit para dito kay Coach Leo Villahar. Lufthansa, first quarter brought to you by Century Park Hotel, and Lufthansa will get on the board first sa laban ng UE at Lufthansa Technique Philippines. Kabagi trying his luck from 3 in the first possession of UE. In the first whistle as well.
The veteran Melvin Reyes getting called for that loose ball foul.
Esguera, good find. Poor execution. Long rebound tracked by Gerald Boton. Gerald Boton off the fiery start of Lufthansa 4-0 run early on.
Well, I think great game plan here so far for Lufthansa Technique, really going into the interior right away.
Robin Pasco, one of the top 5 scorers in the league so far. First free throw, no good. Robin Pasco averaging 19 points, close to 7 rebounds, close to 3 assists per ball game. One of the heavy scorers nitong UE Manila.
Yeah, especially that we have mentioned that I think a couple of players was able to play only their debut game last game.
So we haven't seen itong at maximum potential in full strength ng UE Manila. We're just seeing them now. Cabagnot intercepts that ball. 4-1 Lufthansa lead. A minute gone by in the first. Esguera wide open from 3. Too strong. Offensive rebound, no good on the putback. That will be UE ball.
And that is something that really Lufthansa Technique is really going to get into, attack the interior, grab offensive rebounds, because they may have a height and heft advantage.
And just like that, Mr. Aquaman, Paulo Hubalde, left it 3-pointer. First in this ball game. UE Manila collects that loose ball. We're tied at 4. Cabagnot to Hubalde. Hubalde against a much smaller Buton. Good find. Robin Pasco will be fouled. 3 free throws coming his way.
Oh, ill-advised foul there. Fouling a jump shooter, especially on the 3-point line. You're going to send for
Robin
3
Pasco.
free throws.
UE Manila now carrying a 1-3 record here. Of course, those some of those losses not without their key guys. Habang itong Lufthansa Technique Philippines looking for their 3rd win already. Coming off a loss, so they want to bounce back in this ball game. 2 out of 2. A 3rd one coming for Robin Pasco.
Well, it's going to be a bit contrasting styles here, Brian, for both teams. Lufthansa Technique, although they also have some firepower in the perimeter, but as of the start, they're really going into that interior, which they feel they have a slight advantage.
Here's Buton. Esguerra. Esguerra inside. That's going to be a foul called on Melvin Reyes.
Well, that might be his 2nd foul, Brian, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, he was called early on. In the early goings of the 1st quarter. Esguerra nothing but the bottom of the net on the 1st try. Slow 1st quarter here between Lufthansa and UE Manila. Splits his free throws, talking about Esguerra. Here's Alex. Finds an open Ubalde. Ubalde for 3, short. Offensive board for Pasco. Pasco carving space inside.
Wow. Too deep, but no problem there.
Bawi naman on the other side, courtesy of Peter Estropigan.
Well, Lufthansa Technique very, very consistent on the way they want to attack UE, but up there, Alex Cabagnot with a midi. The lost art of the midi, Brian.
Check that's Padua rather in a couple of possessions ago. And Padua, oh, that's Chris Abelia now. And so Lufthansa making this, Lufthansa and UE making this competitive affair on a Saturday afternoon. What a pass, but blocked. Say goodbye to that leather, says Robin Pasco.
Well, both teams very consistent on the way they want to attack each other.
Abelia. That's a stretch big, shooting a 3, no good. Ubalde collects to Alex. Cabagnot against Boton. Here's Melvin Reyes with a 3-point. He from the corner, no good. Abelia with a rebound. Here's Esguerra. Bigger man in front of him. No fear in that drive.
You gotta like him really on attack mode at the start of this game.
And that's an easy deuce para kay Mark Quitoras. 39 UE lead. 6-minute mark here in the 1st. Abelia. Sorry miss, but he collects his own. The big man of the white shirts very active on the offensive board. Here's Gerald Boton. Boton goes closer. And good thing for Hubalde, he's there to trail. And that prompts Coach Albert Lanuza into this modern Fox timeout. A miss from Quitoras, but Hubalde was there, wide open for that easy lay. 15-9, magbabalik po ang BKT in the Sister Cup 2025. Back on the coverage, 15-9 is our score. UE Manila with a 6-point advantage. We're about to cross the halfway mark of the first.
Yes, and after a bit of a slow start here, UE creating a 6-point cushion.
Boton inside the 3-point line. Nothing but the bottom of the net for Gerald Boton.
Narinig ata tayo ni Gerald Baton right there.
15-11. Alex, right-hander. No problem. Too strong for Alex Cabagnot.
Yeah, a bit of defense was a bit late on the help. That time around, Alex Cabagnot driving middle, finishing with the right hand and getting this end-one play.
Foul called on Padua. Let's Alex Cabagnot, of course, a PBA icon, a PBA champion, multiple-time PBA champion.
And it's also great that we could see, former PBA players or former collegiate stars here in our tournament, and makes it more exciting and more competitive, Brian.
Esguerra cross court. Boton in the middle. That was clearly blocked. And another block for UE. And Boton in no man's land will be called for, as we see this replay, fearless drive. How about that? 2 hands for security, for good measure. And then Alex Cabagnot follows it up with another tap.
No quit here for Gerald Boton. Driving to the heart of this UE defense.
There's a whistle, which implies a turnover here as UE has possession.
Yeah, I think that was an offensive foul.
18-11. UE 7-point lead. Alex doesn't force the issue. Hammer pass. Lucky bounce, no good. Esguerra to Abelia. He was blocked again. The third for Robin Pasco. How about that activity from Alex Cabagnot? Tracking that heave. Alex Cabagnot wide open from 3. Could also be a foul.
Yeah, that was that looked like a foul, but play goes on.
This has ballooned to a 10-point lead for UE Manila. Miscommunication. UE Manila now running 3-on-4 break. That's gonna be a whistle on Gerald Boton as RJ Argamino will earn his points from the free throw line as we see this replay of the tough jumper from beyond the arc courtesy of Alex Cabagnot.
Well, Lufthansa technique here. Gotta be careful. You cannot give this UE team momentum because they can get buckets. Right?
Pag nag-pedal to the metal na tong UE team na to with the firepower that they have.
Yeah, exactly, partner.
It's gonna be
at the start, Lufthansa technique, I think they really had a good game plan coming into this game, really attacking the interior, but again, there's already a 5-0 run.
Inches closer, and that's the way you do it. Para dito kay Jeskiel Zabala.
Yep.
Deciding to enter that shade, that perimeter.
That's pamatay sunog.
Argamino against 3 white shirts. Hubalde. They swing. Hubalde is open all day. Short.
Oh, great ball rotation that time, but not resulting into a made basket.
Good delivery. Abelia to Padua. Big-to-big action inside, coach.
Yes, exactly, and that's the way to go for Lufthansa technique against this UE team.
Pero si Robin Pasco parang nag-shooting lang sa training court.
Well, it's very, very comfortable in that area.
Abelia now. Back rims. UE running again. Argamino creating space like Luka Doncic on that slow step.
A bit of a bully ball move there.
Here's a heave from long distance. Paulo Ramos making sure that this does not balloon to a double-digit lead.
All of a sudden, both teams trading buckets.
Argamino too strong. Ramos doesn't have numbers. That was stolen. Foul called on Colmenares. That's John Rafael Colmenares after Hubalde stole that ball away from him. Some substitutions here. Tanduay and Abelia back on the bench for a breather. 2 free throws. Lufthansa above the limit now, so Hubalde 2 free throws.
After a slow start, Brian, now we're up to what? 27 and 18 with Aquaman. Can bring this to double digits once again, and he does.
High scoring quarter here for UE Manila, up to 28 points with a little below 2 minutes left here in the first canto. Sabala inside, short heave, no good. Strong rebound by Colmenares. Colmenares will force the issue. The activity of this guy.
Yeah,
Just
the motor once again from Colmenares.
I've covered Lufthansa games in the past weekends, and this is just the identity of Colmenares' game. He doesn't care whether he's near the basket, he's under the basket, as long as the leather is in his hands. Talagang babato at babato. Ayan, no? Still trying to get everything. He just involves himself in everything.
Well, you need guys like this in your team, that the energy guy that's going to hustle and do the dirty work.
Oh, that's a miscommunication here. But a good defensive coverage. Habol.
Yeah, that's a chase down.
A 3-point pass, heave, no good. Still gonna be Lufthansa ball.
I think that's a foul, partner, on Alex Cabagnot.
So 2 free throws coming Hans Enriquez's way after that offensive board and a putback.
Well, they have been milking the offensive boards against UE. If I'm not mistaken, they're close to double digits already in terms of offensive rebounds. Because Colmenares, I think, had 2 the previous possession.
Lufthansa with 12 offensive boards. Wow.
Okay. I stand corrected, partner. Already
In the first quarter.
Yeah. Already in double digits.
Hubalde
Oh, that's
turning
nice
up a
pass.
notch. Good pass, good finish. Para kay Dolorico.
That was a nice pass, attracting the defense.
Coach Bam, compared to only 2 offensive boards of the red shirts.
Exactly, partner.
And isa pang very important 3 down the drain para dito kay Brian Garcia. A minute left here in the first. Garcia, duty foul on the part of Paulo Hubalde.
Well, the previous play, I think he expected a foul here, a foul on that 3-point attempt because there was contact. But I think officials deciding it wasn't enough to blow the whistle. That started this Lufthansa technique transition attempt.
And so Garcia will have to earn points from the free throw line. after that foul on Hubalde. So this turns out to be a good foul because 1 out of 2 na si Garcia.
Yeah, and Lufthansa technique not shooting a bit well start of this ball game.
1 out of 2. Argamino still playing point. Only a 6-point lead for UE. 40 on the quarter clock, 16 on the shot clock. Argamino flies to the floor after that bump. A body bump from Hans Enriquez.
Well, he sold that well, but he forced the defense.
Which sends RJ Argamino to the free throw line.
Well, you said it a while ago that, Lufthansa technique, needs to make sure that they keep in step, because they were down, I think, 10 points a couple of times already. But you want to close out the quarter, a bit closer.
2 out of 2 for RJ Argamino to make this an 8-point ball game. 8-second differential between shot clock and game clock before the end of the first. Garcia, beautiful move, beautiful drop-off delivery, and delivery sent for Hans Gabriel Enriquez.
Yeah, that was a great setup there to the big.
13 to work with. Ball in the hands of Paulo Hubalde to RJ Argamino. Argamino losing space. Paulo Hubalde for 3. 2 men in front of him. No problem whatsoever as we end the first quarter with UE carrying a 35-26 lead. It's a 9-point cushion for University of the East Manila. Highlights brought to you by Tanduay Athletics. Abelia with a hook shot, with a floater. And of course, Cabagnot, 2 of his 8 points. Together with Robin Pasco leading the charge here for UE with 8 apiece. We end the first quarter 35-26. Magbabalik po ang BKT Inter-Sister Cup 2025. Still here at the Tanduay Gym in Quiapo, Manila. Brian Tresillo is on the call. Kasama po si Coach Bam Ledesma. This is the 3rd game on our Saturday quintuple header. And this game at hand is between UE Manila and Lufthansa Technique Philippines. Second quarter coming your way, brought to you by Century Park Hotel, Manila.
Well, contrasting styles at our first quarter with, UE. They're mostly their attacks coming from the perimeter. And Lufthansa technique still milking that interior, not just by inside points and inside attempts, but also offensive rebounds and putbacks.
Another offensive board. Oh, but there's a whistle.
Yeah, talking about offensive rebounding. Once again, Colmenares involved
Once more.
once more.
Kagulo dun. And now they settle things. Lufthansa. That's courtesy of Paulo Ramos in heavy traffic.
Well, still, Lufthansa technique getting to the heart of this UE defense.
And Hans Enriquez giving Paulo Hubalde a lap tap. First team foul on Lufthansa. What a delivery right there.
That was a great baseline inbound play. Great cut and great pass from the veteran.
Robin Pasco.
Melvin Reyes and Robin Pasco finishing and getting this end one opportunity.
37-28. A 9-point lead for Lufthansa. End one completed para kay Robin Pasco. Third leading scorer of this season with a 22.2 point average across 4 games. Paulo Ramos doesn't even graze the rim on a 3-point attempt.
Yeah, once again, double-digit lead here for UE.
Melvin, wild shot, poor result. Lufthansa now running, semi-transition, perimeter jumper is good. That's Paulo Ramos again.
Yeah, very steady here. Paulo Ramos carving out a very nice game here. Consistently getting to the heart of the defense.
Nice pick and pop, no good for Robin Pasco. Ramos running the break. That was intercepted to Alex Cabagnot. 3 men trailing him. Alex, contra-tempo step, will be fouled and will earn his points from the free throw line.
Very crafty.
Well-maintained physique.
Yep.
Well-maintained condition. Itong si Alex Cabagnot, aging like fine wine.
Yeah, and you could see, it's all over social media how this guy works on his skill work, his bag, together with, good friend LV, Louis Vigil. Shout out to Louis Vigil.
Colmenares too overzealous to get that rebound, and so there'll be a bonus free throw for Alex Cabagnot.
Yeah, and characteristic.
Nagsusorry agad sa
Yeah, I
bench
mean,
yan.
You don't see a lot of Alex Cabagnot
Misses,
miss
no?
free throw,
Yeah.
man.
Chance to the team that missed free throw. Alex Cabagnot doubles down on those misses.
All right, man. We might have
Jinxed
him. Our bad.
39-30. UE with a 9-point lead. Gerald Boton is back in the ball game. Paulo Ramos, can he continue? That's the second straight iron deficient 3 from Paulo Ramos.
Colmenares almost got
Save it,
another
yeah.
offensive rebound, partner.
And by the way, speaking of offensive rebounds, they're up to 14 offensive boards. Talking about Lufthansa.
Great defense there, holding their ground on that attack.
3-on-3 break. Boton to Paulo Ramos. No good. Another offensive board. Brian Garcia doing damage on the offensive end.
Well, that's going to be a,
Ubalde.
an Achilles heel here for UE. That rebounding.
Good pass. And what a connection between Alex Cabagnot and Mark Quitoras. Extending this UE lead to 9, 41-32. 7 minutes remaining here in the second. 13 on the shot clock. Garcia long steps. That was blocked.
He might have forced that shot that time around. That leads to this transition for UE once again.
Quitoras, the beneficiary of that leak-out pass from Paulo Ubalde, as we see this instant replay, getting Boton to commit, and an easy deuce for Mark Quitoras. Timeout on the floor, brought to you by Modern Fox. UE Manila has been very consistent in keeping Lufthansa Technique Philippines at bay, maintaining this 10-11 point lead throughout the second quarter.
Yeah, anytime Lufthansa Technique is gonna go to a mini run, so far UE, finds a way to weather the storm, but good timeout, resulting to this another inside points for Lufthansa Technique.
That's Jill Solema benefiting from that threading the needle pass from Gerald Buton, and another offensive board for Lufthansa Technique Philippines. Chris Abella for 2. And this has been keeping them alive. Coach
Yeah,
Bam.
exactly, partner. That was how I was supposed to say that. It's keeping them in the game.
Kabagnot inside. Kabagnot carving space, no problem for Alex Kabagi.
Yeah, finding that mismatch. Good entry pass, making the defense pay.
Big man inside. What a move, what a turnaround. Another offensive board. Couple of spins. And that's going to be a charging call. Much to the dismay of the bench of Lufthansa Technique Philippines. Alex Cabagnot, I think, getting the veteran smarts.
Yeah, I think Brian Contreras that time around, bit forceful on the post. And Alex Cabagnot, reading that move.
The veteran that he is.
Yep, forcing that offensive foul.
Quitoras. And Quitoras will be called for a traveling violation because he landed on the same foot. Immediately recognizing that mistake. Some shuffling of players here as Guerra back on the floor, replacing Paulo Ramos. We've seen a lot of minutes from Ramos para dito kay Coach Albert Lanuza.
Yep, and it's like a timeshare at the point guard position. But Gerald Buton.
And this guy right here will deliver when it matters. Averaging 23 points per ball game, Gerald Buton ups his total to 7 in this ball game. But Paulo Hubalde answers right back with an interior connection. Cabagnot collects the miss to Paulo. Hubalde against now to Dolorico, back to Hubalde. Hubalde, where will he go? Hubalde fakes. Hubalde, one-hander is good.
Well, that was just a case of good defense but better offense, partner.
Nothing you can ask more from that defense. But Abella with the response.
It's the interior scoring here for Lufthansa Technique.
Hubalde trying to fish for the foul. Dolorico with an offensive board. Cabagnot, 11 to work with. Cabagnot is double teamed. Here's Quitoras. Quitoras too short. Buton saves it. Esguerra, full court heave, and Abella will not make the defense pay. Still 49 to 41. Here's Dolorico to Quitoras. Quitoras, easy pickings from inside.
Quitoras has this ability to really find his spot on the floor, partner.
Here's Abella. Lucky bounce won't do. And finally, Hubalde secures the board. 51-41. Again, only still a 10-point ball game. You can take it either way. You can take it only a 10-point ball game or still a 10-point ball game. As Alex Cabagnot adds to that total, now a 12-point cushion for UE Manila.
Especially on that left side, although he can play both sides, is more dangerous on that left side block.
As we see this replay of this beautiful slice and dice para kay Alex Cabagnot, his strong side at that.
Yeah, for a couple of possessions, I think it was Abella denying, Alex Cabagnot way up top. But that time around, getting the better of the Lufthansa Technique defense.
Chris Abella, first of two is good.
Although this is double-digit lead, you don't feel it like that, partner.
Especially with Lufthansa Technique Philippines coloring 17 offensive boards
That's already full game output.
para sa ibang team.
Yes.
And now the white shirts are running. 1 versus 3. Buton doesn't care. Too short on the layup. Argamino back on the floor. Against Solema. Argamino to Dolorico. 2-man game that was stolen away. Buton now. Too fast. 3-on-2 break. And that will lead into a Chris Abella layup. 53-44. 9-point ball game. Leaving it. Ubalde rebound. Ubalde put back against 3 white shirts.
This time around, it's the Aquaman battling for that offensive rebound, getting the foul on that putback attempt. Well, at least one good thing, Brian, for Lufthansa Technique, every time they see the big running end to end, they, most of the time they get rewarded, and it's gonna serve them well here for the remainder of the game.
Front end of 2 is a miss para dito kay Paulo Ubalde. We're talking about the offensive rebounding of Lufthansa as we see Ubalde drain the second, but Lufthansa has been alive because of their second chance points. They have 12 converted points of those 17 offensive rebounds as we send both these teams into this modern Fox timeout. Manila keeping this a 10-point ball game for the entirety of the second quarter so far with 2 minutes and 40 remaining here. Esguerra, aggressive drive, is going to be whistle on the floor. I believe that's on Alex Cabagnot after that drop-off delivery to Gil Sulema.
Well, you really got to credit Lufthansa Technique, not just Francis Esguerra, but you could really see that they're trying to set up their bigs in the interior, and it has served them well in this game.
First free throw of Solema is fired. Second, still no, but an offensive board just like that. 18th and 14th point of turnover, of a second chance opportunity.
Well, that's big. That's big for the cause of Lufthansa Technique. But again, they have to find ways on stopping this guy.
Alex Cabagnot forces the issue and gets 2 points. Makes that tough look so easy.
Yeah, maybe not that time.
Gerald Buton. Weak side leaner is good. And Gerald Buton is up to 9 points now.
Well, you can't be trading baskets here. If you really want to catch up, you got to get stops. Talking
Ubalde.
about Lufthansa Technique.
Argamino up and under, no good.
Well, that was a
Abella
good
with the
shot,
board.
Not able to finish that time around. Wow.
What a sequence para dito kay Gerald Buton. Pinballing that ball of an opponent.
Yeah, pinballing.
Almost an assist from an opponent.
Yeah.
Here's Argamino, clipped. Pass to Ubalde. Ubalde will lose the leather and
Yeah, that was a good call there. Got clipped in the arm. And sometimes, officials has to be on top of that. You don't necessarily lose the ball.
Right.
So, unfortunately, it's going to be 2 shots for UE. You don't want to give up free throws that way, but end of quarter free throws, Brian.
Paulo Hubalde, 15. That's his 16th point to lead all scorers here. His running mate Alex Cabagnot with 15 as well, followed by Robin Pasco's 11. 2 out of 2 for Robin Pasco, extending this UE lead to 9.
Oh, that's today's version of the big 3. They got Aquaman, they got Cabagnot, and Robin Pasco.
Abelia, straightaway jumper, too strong. Oops.
Ooh.
Medyo may sweet pleasantries. Huh? Sweet
I think-
nothings.
I think that's Argamino and Boton
Uh-huh.
getting tangled.
Kanina nung kami ni Coach Jongka, yung mga kinover namin game, sa sentro eh.
Yeah.
Sa big men nagkakakiskisan. Ngayon ang sweet pleasantries nasa mga gwardya.
Well, it's a competition, so
And if you pit against each other competitive players,
true.
it's bound to happen. Play on. Buton. Esguera. Ambitious pass stolen away but recovered. Abelia, corner 3. Too strong. And that ends the shot clock. Well, that's going to be a foul on Esguera, making sure that RJ Argamino will not get that end-one opportunity.
You gotta like how RJ Garmin is really attacking and really forcing the defense to collapse. That time around being awarded 2 free throws.
A lot of basketball remaining here. We're just at the second quarter. Albeit we're about to end the second quarter with 35 seconds remaining. Argamino draining the first of his 2 free throws. A chance to make this a double-digit lead again. Doon lang naglalaro, Coach Bam, ano? 9, 10, 11, 9, 10, 11.
Yes, and I think Lufthansa technique, needs to change it up if they really want to catch up.
Buton, Esguera. Not really his comfort zone, too strong. Offensive board, that's the 20th of Lufthansa. And another one for Padua. Second for good measure, so free throws coming Padua's way.
Yep.
And that is where they're lording over here against UE Manila.
Well, they have to get something from it, partner, because they're also having trouble on the defensive end.
Total rebounding story, itong UE Manila with 19 total rebounds. Pero yung 19 total rebounds na yon, Coach Bam, offensive rebounds lang ng meron talagang kiskisan. That one between Esguera and Argamino.
Yeah. This time around against Esguera.
It's Gerald Buton and Francis Esguera, 2 Lufthansa players, 2 Lufthansa point guards,
Yep.
conniving, trying to get in the head of RJ Argamino.
Well, RJ Gabino, way back his playing days, it's also tough as nails. So we'll see on the review because something definitely happened. So,
Kasi marami yung pito. No? Coach ba?
and
Ito.
we can see here.
Okay, so there's a screen, a hard screen, set by Argamino. Not sure if there's anything that happened at the ensuing play. Oh, parang wala naman.
Yeah, but how should we say this? On that screen, a solid screen probably could have gone either way. But I think it was called on the not on the initial action.
Mhm.
I think on the second action, probably after that screen.
Our referees consulting the instant replay system here at the side of the court, making sure that everything is sorted and settled. As we take a look at the leading scorers of this ball game, Chris Abella with 15 points to lead Lufthansa Technique Philippines. Gerald Buton still not in his scoring rhythm. He's averaging 23 points now, only with 11. Another angle. Ito yung screen ni Argamino.
Yeah, they I think on the second.
The second bump,
Yeah,
ano,
yeah, on
trying
the
to
second bump.
get back or recover from that hard screen.
Yeah, we don't have the angle here,
Uh-huh.
but
On the other side, itong si Hubalde with 17 points, followed by Alex Cabagnot's 15 and Robin Pascos 11. So 3 players already in double-digit scoring for UE Manila compared to Lufthansa's Abella and Boton with 15 and 11. That's been the scoring story here. Only an 8-point ball game. Still anybody's ball game here, Coach Bam.
yep, and well, this is a very high-scoring ball game.
Uh-huh.
The reason why I mentioned this is because both teams has really offensive rhythm. It's on the defensive side that both teams are having problems. For example, on
Oh.
I think we have to clear this one up. That's a big call there.
I believe that's a disqualification foul,
Yeah, I think that.
as it appeared.
Yeah, it appeared that our official scored a disqualifying foul.
On Francis Esguerra. I'm not sure what they saw, but they definitely saw something to call that, to make that call.
That's a tough one. Well, we don't have the right angle here, Brian. So, wow, big development here.
Oo, kasi starting point guard yan ni Coach Albert Lanuza.
Yeah, and at the same time, he was the one really setting up his big man.
Initiating the plays for the big men. And they will be missing the services of Francis Esguerra from here on out, with 2 full quarters remaining in this ball game.
Yeah, way too early, but again, well, that's the thing about reviews, Brian. Let's talk about reviews. It may take up a lot of time.
Na medyo, alam mo yung coach, may mga purist na naiinis dyan sa mga review na yan.
True. But it just gives our official opportunity to really get it or set it right. All right.
Agree.
So it minimizes mistakes siguro. And
Yung mga impulsive human error that sometimes slips the eye.
yeah, and but on that play, I think the we think that it merits a disqualifying foul. We don't know because we knew that they did bump into each other. So well, usually kapag disqualifying foul, it's
Something hostile.
yeah. I mean, baka naka-hurt or there's an intention to hurt. So we have to sort it out a bit. So that's why they have to make it clear. If when you call a disqualifying foul, it's that I think there's a level of violence there also. So it's tough, but I think the call will stand with RJ Argamino shooting these free throws and UE retaining possession.
And so we conclude this lull with 3.2 seconds remaining in the second quarter, with RJ Argamino shooting free throws, 1 out of 2. Lufthansa Technique Philippines is still very much in this ball game. They can either make this an opportunity to spark something inside with the ejection of Francis Esguerra. 60-51. 3 seconds remaining here.
Yep.
Second quarter.
I'm pretty sure they're gonna recover from this. It's just they just need composure at this point, and not let this call really affect them that much.
Yeah.
Because you have said 2 more quarters to go.
Cabagnot, last minute heave, no good. And that will end the first 20 minutes of action sa pagitan ng UE Manila at ng Lufthansa Technique Philippines. We're staring at a 9-point ball game. UE Manila leading 60-51. Some highlights brought to you by Tanduay Athletics. Paulo Ramos with a 5-point second quarter there. Quitoras, of course, the beneficiary of a lot of drop-off deliveries. Alex Cabagnot, 2 of his 15 points. 60-51. Lamang po ang UE Manila. Magbabalik ang BKT Inter-Sister Cup 2025.
Alright. Sa stats 1, kung yung hingin natin, apat.
Sabi nila, blood is thicker than water. In our family, pure love rules. Di man related by blood,
Ayabot. Ayabot. Ayabot.
I love you.
blended and bonded by pure love. I love you. Love is pure. Love is absolute.
Ayabot.
Ang biggest role ko, maging kasangga ng mga manggagawa. Magbigay ng lakas ng loob sa mga panahon ng panghihina. Magbukas ng oportunidad pag nawawalan na ng pag-asa. Dahil yan ang tatak ng matatag. Tatag mo, tatak obra.
Ang hari may angking galing. Ang hari, nasa puso ang lakas. Ang hari, may kakaibang tapang. Andito na ang bagong Leon Extra Strong Beer. Bangis ng dating, bangis ng sarap, bangis ng kagat. Leon Extra Strong Beer. Tikman ang bangis ng Leon sa mismong Leon.
Laging paalala ni Tay ang mga turo ni Lolo. Yung halaga ng bawat hakbang. Ang mga hakbang mo sa umpisa. At mga hakbang na magkakasama. At ang mga hakbang sa mas magandang buhay. Sabi niya rin, madadapa at madadapa ka. Pero yun, tuloy lang sa paglakad. Pag may hamon, humugot ka. Sa mga tinuro ng bawat yapak, sa bawat hakbang mo, mararating mo ang tagumpay. Ang ambisyon ng bagong buhay. Para sa'yo. At para sa kanila. Ma, Pa, ako naman ngayon. Walang iwanan. Palaging sama-sama. PNB, every step together.
Nako, ngayon pa talaga.
Pag magaan ang samahan, laging maaasahan. Sabayan pa ng swabe at magaang inumin, Tanduay Light, gaan ng may kasama.
Cut! Kulang pa eh.
Huwag papipigil kahit sarili ang kalaban.
Just take your shot.
Tanduay Select. Aged in oak barrels for that sweet caramel rum taste.
Great! Take your shot.
Tanduay Select. Drink responsibly.
The right hydration matters.
To perform.
To win.
To rise.
With Summit Natural Drinking Water.
Fuel your peak with the right hydration with the right minerals. Rise to the summit.
Anak, kumusta ka dyan sa barko?
Ito, pagod, pero kaya pa rin.
Ang tunay na matibay, Tanduay ang tagay. 170 years nang nagbibigay ng swabing hagod at tama.
Pero iba pa rin dito sa atin.
Dito? Para sa tunay na matibay, tibay Tanduay.
Open up to new adventures with Tanduay flavored mixes. Try in a citrusy sweet blend or a strong ginger flavored smoothness. Open up to your new best memories with Tanduay flavored mixes. Drink responsibly.
In a world that never slows down, we all search for something more. A place that feels like ours. A space that reflects who we are, where dreams unfold, and every moment feels like home. Because home isn't only where you live, it's where life truly begins. And where you find yourself again. Find your place, live your story, belong here.
Pagod na, Mi.
Ako nga gutom na eh.
Daming ganap, no? Kaya feeling low. Load up with Vitamilk. Running 4 rounds.
Running away.
Loaded sa protein energy.
Ilang flavors kaya mo?
Unahan sa 8.
Double choco, strawberry, ube.
Loaded sa sarap.
Hirap pag-memorize sa script.
Vitamilk mo.
Still here at the Tanduay Gym in Quiapo, Manila, we are staring at a 9-point ball game sa pagitan ng UE Manila at Lufthansa Technique Philippines. UE 60, Lufthansa 51. Brian Presilius po kasama si Coach Gohard Bam Ledesma covering this ball game for you guys. And Alex Cabagnot and company getting things done in the first 20 minutes of action to carry a 9-point cushion at the half.
Yes, and great offensive rhythm here for UE. They got a couple of problems defensively, but they did enough offensively to get into this lead. As we can see our halftime stats, look at that field goal percentage, 20 out of 40, good for 50%, not far behind Lufthansa, 22 out of 52 for 42%. Even in the 3-point makes, but I think this is the telling statistic here. Rebounds, 44 Lufthansa and 20 for UE. Second chance points also going to Lufthansa Technique with 15 second chance points against only 5 for UE.
It's a surprise, Coach Bam, na hindi nagkakalayo yung 3-point shooting ng dalawang team as we see the leading scorers for both squads. UE being supercharged by Ubalde, Cabagnot, and Pasco. Sabi mo nga kanina, this game's version of a big three with 17, 15, and 11 respectively. On the other side, Lufthansa with Abelia scoring 15, Boton with 11, and Paulo Ramos with 7 points.
Yes, and especially with Abelia, almost all literally came from inside.
Now, third quarter underway, brought to you by Century Park Hotel Manila. First possession for the white shirts. Ayan, medyo aggressive on the rebound. Robin Pasco collects that miss. Ubalde, Cabagnot. Robin Pasco for 3, no good.
Well, we'll see if this trend is gonna continue. Contrasting plays. One team, in the interior and the other from the perimeter.
Now, Gelly is starting the third quarter in lieu of Francis Esguerra, who got ejected in the ball game in the second. As we see Colmenares.
Ooh.
Ay, meron talaga siyang swag. Okay? Swag. Let's call it swag.
A bit of emotion after that emphatic block.
Good call, but a better block.
Well, that baseline inbound looks very familiar. They just scored an end one opportunity in the first half. But
Steal completed. Eton players on the floor. Lufthansa with Sulema, Buton, Colmenares, Abella, and Kelly. While UE Manila with the usual protagonists in Cabagnot, Hubalde, Quitoras, Pasco, and Melvin Reyes.
Great action there on that rebound battle between Colmenares and Reyes.
So intensity and pace picking up here, definitely. Hubalde walks into a jumper, no good. Gelly to Abella. Extra pass, no good. But still ends up in the hands of Buton. To Gelly. Lefty floater. Misfires. Gelly offensive board. Ayun na naman. Offensive rebound. Followed up by a second chance opportunity.
It's going to be big because it's not just extra possessions, but, you know, multiple shots at the basket.
Colmenares secures the board. Buton, fake, almost loses it. Colmenares, no good. Alex Cabagnot secures the rebound.
Medyo minadali that time around for Colmenares.
Ito na ngayon ang white shirts ng Lufthansa. 2-on-3 break. Abella, short stab. Nothing but the bottom of the net.
I think this is the closest that Lufthansa technique has come.
Since the first quarter,
Yeah,
coach.
since the first quarter.
Paolo Hubalde just could not get that to fall. And the energy of Lufthansa after the halftime break.
Well, we have mentioned that, you know, they gotta change it up to really break that 9-point
barrier. Buton. Buton inside the free throw line. No good. Colmenares getting into a very actionable sequence with the rebounders of UE Manila.
And it's always going to try to have to get a play on the ball. So we'll see. As long as I think he doesn't get into foul trouble, he can continue playing with that kind of energy and aggressiveness.
Corner 3. Long rebound. UE still. Hubalde decides to take a contested 3. And that's what you get from the Aquaman. Abella, Padua, Buton, swing. And that's a response you want from Gerald Buton. Another 3-point conversion back, exchange of threes.
Yeah. Great action here.
Kita mo, hindi nagpapa-intimidate yung Lufthansa big man. Parang wanting to send the message.
And that is the way to go. You really have to disrupt this offensive rhythm na meron tong UE. So one way is to just really, be tougher defensively.
Traveling violation called on Gil Solema. Good recognition for Alex Cabagnot to kind of pull the chair, Coach Bam.
Yeah, and is also reading his, his matchup down low because he's playing, a bit out of position.
Dolorico misfires. Buton. That's his familiar spot. And Solema gets fouled by Dolorico.
Yeah, that was an obvious foul off that. Another
Offensive
rebound.
And the Lorico making sure that Solema will not be able to get that shot up. So earn the point from the free throw line, says Dolorico.
Yeah, and that's also a bit of a lost art when, you know, when you get called for a foul, Ryan. You know, this is not very, very popular nowadays. When, you know, when you get called for a foul, you make sure that, you know, you don't end up giving up an end one opportunity. And Colvin Harris.
This guy is fun to watch, Coach Bam, to say the least.
Yes.
Huh?
And at that time around, RJ Argamino getting
nag-shuffle pa.
Yeah. Got caught there, extending his arm, getting called for that offensive foul.
Stolen away by Gelly. And a counter steal by UE Manila. Nauna na si Alex Cabagnot. Alex Cabagnot taking Colmenares to school.
Well, once again, that's the he can do little when he gets to that left side.
Jelly to Padua. Oh, that's Abella rather. Sweet spot for Chris Abella. And that is his comfort zone in that mid-range jumper.
Yeah, and you know, this guard rotation really setting this table for Abella, but that time around, a 3-point shot.
Straight away three from Orion Griffel. And Griffel will lose possession there.
A teeny bit strong on that outlet pass from RJ Argamino. Good intention though.
7-point ball game here. We've crossed the halfway mark of the third. Gelly to Abella. Inside pass. Sumabit si Dolorico kay Solema.
Yeah, and good sportsmanship by Dolorico. You know, he knows he hit.
His arms got tangled.
Yeah, from by Solema. But acknowledges it, and but since this is a prevailing thing here, every time you get hit in, I think in the upper area, you know, the head, okay, they have to review it. Okay, so okay.
Just a regular foul?
Yeah, it's a regular foul. So it's going to be 2 free throws for Hill Solema off that foul from Dolorico. And that's always a welcome gesture when, you know, it's not intentional. It just so happened that an incidental contact. And I think the refs got it right.
Solema a bit struggling from the field right now. 1 out of 9. But with 9 rebounds and an assist for Gil Solema. 2 out of 2. He also has 6 offensive rebounds.
Very important. Once again, that's the script here for Lufthansa technique. You know, to keep in step with the UE.
RJ Argamino. Strong baseline drive turns into a golden opportunity for an end one fun. RJ Argamino in heavy traffic.
Yeah, and that we have mentioned that RJ Argamino always aggressive on the drive. That time around, a pump fake and a baseline drive. And if there's something that Lufthansa technique really has to do is, you know, really tighten up their defense. Because offensively, they don't have a problem.
Lufthansa securing that rebound of an Argamino miss. Abella now. Abella steps back. No good. Hubalde. That's a leak out. Argamino. No good. It's a body on the floor. He caught a body on the way up.
Yeah, I think on that layup attempt by Argamino.
And that's Gerald Buton on the floor on your screens right now.
Yeah, they did collide up in the air as we see in this replay. Oh, there you go.
Merong konting contact.
Yeah. But they have to review it though. Although there's merong extension from the arm of RJ Argamino on that drive. But we'll see.
And Gerald Buton, of course, is the third leading scorer this season so far with the 23-point average across 4 games. He's been carrying much of the offensive load of the Lufthansa Technique Philippines with a 2-2 record.
But it's great that today, I think it's Abelia providing great support.
Buton with 14, but Abelia really doing the damage, especially during the crucial junctures. There was a bit of a inabot ng konting kamay.
Yeah.
Si Gerald Buton.
Yeah, on the yes. You said it perfectly. Inabot ng konting kamay. Yeah. But since he got hit on the face, they have to review it.
And so the verdict is still, it's going to be a Lufthansa basketball possession with Lufthansa Technique Philippines. No foul called.
Yep.
That's clear from our referees. 70-63, 3 minutes and 42.
Oh, that's a turnover of that inbound pass.
Costly turnover there. Argamino blocked by Colmenares.
Great hustle there from Colmenares.
Akala ko sasayaw eh. As we see this offensive rebound, Argamino, land of the Giants, blocked.
Yeah, that's a good move by Argamino, but better defense from Colmenares.
Paulo. Ramos slices through.
Just like that.
5-point ball game.
Yeah, steps into where he left from that first half performance. Talking about Paulo Ramos.
Alex Dolorico fade away, no good. Rebound is secured by the white shirts. This is where they're best at. Gerald Buton offensive board. Gerald Buton brings Lufthansa close to within 3. And that prompts Coach Leo Viahar to call this modern Fox timeout. But before that, this instant replay brought to you by Tanduay Athletics. Gerald Buton, there's nothing Dolorico could do after Buton got that offensive board. Timeout po muna tayo, magbabalik ang labanang UE at Lufthansa Technique Philippines. And this has been a 16-10 quarter scoring in favor of Lufthansa Technique Philippines that has allowed them to be closer than the usual barrier that they've been trying to break in the first half.
Yes, and that's why UE had to call that timeout to at least, stop the momentum. And indeed, Alex Cabagnot has a chance to, stop the bleeding, if we can say it. Big shout out we would like to thank UCC 3-in-1 Coffee Mix for our coffee for today.
Coffee fix natin for today.
Yes, thank you.
UE Manila now with a 5-point lead. 2 minutes and 26 seconds in the third. 72-67. Oh! Yan ang mga pamatay sunog. Rafael Miguel. So the momentum is swinging back and forth here in the third quarter as we see Gerald Boton touchdown. And now Lufthansa Technique Philippines is within 1.
Here we go, partner. This has been the closest that Lufthansa Technique have gone.
And to top that, Quitoras will be called for a loose ball foul on that rebounding play.
And gives Lufthansa Technique a chance to tie or even take the lead after a long while.
What a change of complexion here in the third quarter. This has been an 18-12 quarter scoring disparity in favor of Lufthansa Technique Philippines.
But they have managed to keep it, a bit close, but misses that free throw. Now we are tied at 72.
What an escape, but decides to kick it out. Alex Cabagnot says, let's settle things down. That's a long heave. Here's Quitoras, wild shot, poor result. Here's Gerald Boton against Alex Cabagnot, offensive rebound, and a putback for Rafael Miguel. And the Aquaman answers right back.
Rafael Miguel proving to be the spark here for Lufthansa Technique.
Yet another offensive board. 2, 3, 4 servings for the white shirts of Lufthansa.
Oh, this has become a very close ball game all of a sudden. That's why Pasco is back for UE. For that yet another threat offensively.
Alex Cabagnot for 3, no good. Lufthansa is ahead by 3. They're in the driver's seat for the first time since the first quarter. Or it's a tied ball game rather, 74 all. But Paulo Ramos says, okay, we'll take the lead now.
Yes, and they can close the quarter with the lead or at least a tie.
Just a second differential between game and shot clock. Alex Cabagnot blocked. But referees say kasama daw ang braso.
Yeah, there was a contact. That's definitely
there was contact.
Yeah, there was contact there.
That's Brian Contreras called for a foul, challenging the strong layup of Alex Cabagnot. Now Alex can have a chance to tie his comrade in Paulo Hobalde at 20 and tied his ball game at 76.
Still 7 seconds remaining, and looks like Lufthansa Technique is gonna have the last say for this quarter, pending the result of this Alex Cabagnot free throw.
We go down the wire. Alex Cabagnot perfect. 2 out of 2. 6 to work with. Paulo Ramos against Alex Cabagnot, against 3 defenders, Paulo Ramos. And that ends our third quarter of action, 76 all. We're back to square one, Coach Bam.
Yep, and once again, this is going to be anybody's ball game, especially at the end of this third quarter, as we can see the highlights of the comeback attempt of Lufthansa Technique after being down double digits majority of the game.
Spearheaded by Chris Abella with 19 big points and Gerald Buton 16. But that was a collective effort on the part of Lufthansa, 16 to 11 quarter scoring to tie this ball game at 76. Magbabalik po ang BKT Inter-Sister Cup 2025. Lufthansa Technique Philippines banks on a 25-16 third quarter scoring advantage. As we enter the fourth quarter, we go down to the trenches, brought to you by Century Park Hotel Manila. That was 25-16 in the third, Coach Bam.
Yep, and Robin Pasco starting the hostilities in the fourth quarter with a mid-range basket. Gives UE back the lead 78-76.
Alex Cabagnot straight away 3, no good. He gets his long rebound. Alex Cabagnot slow step to Robin Pasco. And this is a 4-0 burst at the start of the fourth quarter.
Yeah, back-to-back baskets for Robin Pasco.
Medyo hindi nga natin naramdaman si Pasco for most of the third quarter, Coach Bam.
That was an obvious traveling call there. Shuffled his feet before attempting that drive. And that previous possession, great setup by Alex Cabagnot.
And so after that hot third quarter for Lufthansa Technique Philippines, UE Manila off to a fiery start. Here in the fourth, Argamino benefiting from that miscommunication. And Argamino extends this lead to 82-76. Ramos, kick out. 3-point heave, corner, no good. Ayun, nagkamali ng bigay si Rafael Miguel. Teammate was not looking.
On the previous possession, good idea, driving to the basket and kicking it out.
Archie Argamino playing point to Paulo Hubalde. Hubalde, half spin to Argamino. That was intercepted by Sulema.
Great defense there, having that eye.
13 on the shot clock. Hubalde corner 3. No good. Belia dribbling exhibition for the big man. And Sulema, too strong. Helter-skelter play ends up in the hands of Alex Cabagnot. And that's going to be too strong. A leak-out pass for RJ Argamino. Only a 6-point ball game here with 8 minutes remaining here in the fourth.
But the UE reclaiming a bit of control with this lead.
How about that 3 from Paulo Ramos? Fires a 3, makes a 3.
Yeah, and well, we have mentioned, of course, Gerald Boton and Abelia carrying the offensive load, but also the comeback really started from this guy, number 16 guy, Paulo Ramos, and he's continuing it here in the fourth quarter.
And this guy has been very consistent from start to finish because his scoring output is well distributed. First, second, and third, and now with a 3 in the fourth.
Okay, they have called it Lufthansa Technique Basketball, but I think UE requested a review.
As we take a look at the numbers of Paulo Ramos with 14 points, 2 for 5 from long distance, with 4 rebounds. Very efficient as well, 6 out of 11. As we take a look at this replay, nawala yung bola kay Argamino. Momentarily lost possession. And yun lang if Argamino's left hand
Yeah, I think
touched the ball last before it went out of bounds. Because clearly, may swipe from
tinapik ni Paulo Ramos
Paulo
away.
Ramos.
So we just have to make sure that it indeed
grazed the fingertips, no?
Parang.
Because initially ang tawag ay
Yeah.
ball possession ng Lufthansa. Now the verdict here.
So UE retains possession, 13 seconds in their shot clock.
Ubalde for 3. No good. Buton in the ball game. To Abelia. Patient. Buton against Argamino. To Paulo Ramos. He can shoot that. No good. Offensive board. And Buton straight away 3. Yes, sir, in front of RG Argamino to tie this ball game at 82.
And once again, an offensive rebound, but that time around a kick out. So a Gerald Boton 3, but right away, Alex Cabagnot with the answer with that drive.
That's a fire extinguisher for you, Alex Cabagnot. Abelia closer. Alex rebound. 2-point lead UE. Cabagnot forces the issue. 2 free throws for Alex.
Really tough drive there. Alex Cabagnot. Makes the first. Walang kukurap dito, partner. Although it's still 6 minutes and 21 seconds remaining for the game.
Second free throw. Rims out para kay Alex Cabagnot. UE Manila gunning for their second win. And in hopes of snapping that 3-game losing streak. Oh, there's a whistle on the floor.
Yeah, I was setting an illegal screen by Colmenares. A bit late, but I think that was the right call.
Ubalde ngayon na nagtitimon para dito sa UE. Si Torres, no good. Rebound by Sulema. Now, Abelia. Another serving for Lufthansa. Here's Buton. Loses his dribble. Paulo Ramos now. What will he do? Paulo Ramos! In this game at least, patented na yung, yung floater na yun ni Paulo Ramos.
Yeah. Kanina pa yun, partner.
High looping 3 all board. Para dito kay Chito De Luna. Okay, Orion Griffith rather. Oh, Robin Pasco. There's gonna be a whistle. Competitive spirits here. Gerald Buton and Robin Pasco, but quickly showing, tapping each other.
Yeah, I think Gerald Buton is going to get called for faking a foul.
85-84 UE. I heard free throws.
Oh, partner. Well, I stand corrected.
Ano yun? So the free throws will be rewarded to Gerald Buton.
No, they have to sort this out. Oh, I think the call was... I think they have to sort this out, partner, because I think they're calling it against Robin.
Was there an initial call?
Yeah.
And so our referees are consulting on the
they have to review that.
instant replay monitor.
Because we'll see. Okay, that's why we have the IRS to make sure that officials get it right. They aid him. It's a tool. Really, to. Okay, so they're gonna make.
They call our referees and they call the coaches to the center to make a clarificatory statement.
Yeah, from at least from our vantage point here, I think Robin Pasco got the rebound. So the call is against Gerald Buton.
May confusion lang eh.
Yeah.
Because I think Buton also was
but if
expecting na baka siya yung mag-free throw.
Yeah, but if we're not mistaken, it's the second call. I mean, it's the second technical foul of Gerald Buton. I think we have to check that. Because kanina they had something with RJ Argonina, right? No, I think that was... Okay, I'm mistaken. That's the first technical for Gerald Buton.
For faking
a
foul.
faking a foul, and UE retains possession.
And Paolo Hubalde
Wow.
extracts a point from that technical free throw rewarded to him to make this a 2-point advantage for UE Manila. Hubalde now. 2 men in front of him. Good dish. No good. Offensive rebound. Another serving. Cabagnot drives closer. Robin Pasco against 2 defenders. Pasco still relentless. Finally, Lufthansa comes away with the rebound. Buton drop off delivery for Chris Abella is good. Ties the ball game at 86. But they forgot about Alex Cabagnot.
How many times did UE get that counter right away? We have to check, at least for this game. I think in my count, that's the 4th time.
And that's going to be a foul called on a UE player, which will send Gerald Buton to the free throw line, not only to increase his points total to 23, but to tie the ball game at 88 with 4 minutes and change remaining here in regulation. So not a shooting free throw. No free throws for Gerald Buton. Paulo Ramos for 3. Short. Another leak out. Good challenge for Colmenares.
Good transition defense there for Lufthansa technique.
Ramos to Abella. Abella spin. And there's a whistle.
That's a wild play there.
Muntik na rin mag-turnover, so talagang game of chances here.
And I think it's going to be like this for the remainder of the game. It just remains to be seen who's going to be the steadier team.
Solema missing on the first.
they're going to take advantage of this opportunity here. Unfortunately, wow, that's a loose ball foul. But both teams not yet in the penalty.
Uh-huh.
So
Aragamino. 17 on the shot clock. 15 on the shot clock. Cabagnot against Ramos. Cabagnot to Hubalde. Hubalde inside the three-point line. Hubalde misfires. Buton with a pass. Ramos. 3. Short. And what activity these white shirts have. And there is gonna be a foul tagged on Robin Pasco.
yeah, and just the effort here by the bigs of Lufthansa Technique. You know, crashing the boards, relentless on the offensive glass. So still not yet in the penalty. So baseline inbound for Lufthansa Technique with 14 seconds in the shot clock.
Paulo Ramos tries his luck from long distance. Offline. Ubalde to Alex. Alex finds. That's an open 3 para dito kay Orion Griffel.
Yeah.
3 minutes and change remaining.
Yeah, and Alex Cabagnot was open in the corner, but decided to let it fly. Wow.
Oh, money shot for Gerald Buton.
That was tough. Gerald Buton with that pull-up.
And cleaned the rim as well. And what a way to end this ball game. All 88. UE Manila, Lufthansa Technique Philippines dragging each other down to the trenches. Modern Fox timeout on the floor. Back to the coverage. We are deadlocked at 88. UE Manila and Lufthansa Technique Philippines not giving each other any inch. Calix Cabagnot. Crucial layup. And one fun in the baseline against Colmenares and Abelia. But Abelia was called for the foul.
Well, kanina pa may problema yung Lufthansa Technique on that baseline drive. A couple of times. Not just Alex Cabagnot, RJ Argamino, and also Hubalde on that baseline drive. Many times na nating nakita.
And now like Alex Cabagnot is up to 28 points.
Yep, and there you go. Lead 91-88.
Only a 3-point ball game here. 2:20 remaining. Solema gets Dolorico up on his feet. Solema, jumper, no good. Activity. Oh, this guy, Colmenares. The motor of Colmenares is just...
Although, hindi niya pa na-translate into points. But probably hindi nakikita talaga sa stat sheet, but this guy, man.
Keeping the possession alive is Colmenares. Oh, that's a wild pass there. That's going to be a turnover.
Yeah. Paulo Ramos, ill-advised pass there, results in a turnover. So again, we ask, who's going to be the steadier team?
Ubalde to Argamino. Argamino corner 3. Could have been the dagger.
Yeah, in and out that time around.
That's a wild shot. Delorico secures the rebound for UE. Ubalde now with 1:48 remaining on the game clock. Being hounded by Paulo Ramos. Cabagnot and Ubalde with Delorico, Argamino, and Quitoras. Ubalde was clobbered. A chance now. Here's Buton and before that pass, very fearless drive on the part of Gerald Buton. As we see this replay, Ubalde initiating contact.
Oh, that was a great defense.
And Solema rising up to block that shot.
Good help defense by Solema.
Costly miss.
Yep, crucial free throws here, partner. I think Solema missed 2 free throws a while ago.
And that brings Lufthansa to within 2. 87 seconds remaining here.
1 possession ball game.
Ubalde against Buton. Ubalde taking matters into his own hands. No good. Dolorigo. Offensive rebound. Are they aware? Quitoras will not be able to keep the possession alive. And so, with a minute remaining here in the fourth, Lufthansa down by 2.
Both teams at the edge of their seats, man.
Will make possession here. A lot of basketball left, Coach Bam. We've seen crazier things in the final minute.
Exactly.
Buton. Ramos for 3. In and out. And Solema. Offensive rebound from start to finish. Coach Bam, you said that the offensive rebounding of Lufthansa has been keeping them alive.
Exactly,
and this could be the reason for them to steal this ball game away from UE.
Yeah, but again, you got to make free throws, partner. You got to get the reward. And makes that first free throw. Well, this is going to down the wire. Oh,
1 out of 2. But there is a foul called. There's a whistle on the floor. On Colmenares.
Yeah, I think that's a loose ball foul on Colmenares, and that's going to be big because that's 2 free throws for Alex Cabagnot,
who is now up to 29 points, 12 rebounds, 4 assists, a steal, and a block for the PBA legend Alex Cabagnot. Cabagnot downs the free throw.
So many chances for Lufthansa technique, man. We'll see. For 2. Alex Cabagnot. Steadier team towards the end.
Modern Fox timeout. But we see the intensity between UE Manila and Lufthansa Technique Philippines. Only a 3-point ball game. As advertised, Coach Bam, we said that this is going to be an interesting style clash.
Yes.
No?
Well, not to take anything away from Lufthansa, they've been terrific on the boards, but they're not able to finish it, not able to convert, not just their inside attempts, but also free throws.
Uh-huh.
So it's going to be very interesting if this possession, are they still gonna go for a 3 or a 2? Because if you advance the ball, that only gives you 14 seconds in your shot clock. You know, multiple times I think Paolo here we go. If Paulo Ramos has been shooting threes this time around, we'll see if they're still going to go for a 3
9 on
or
the
a
shot
2.
clock. Buton, Paulo Ramos, closer. Paulo Ramos! Maybe not the intended play, but Paulo Ramos has the chance to tie the ball game at 93 off this wonderful looking floater. End one, fun.
Well, finding the glass. Well, we have mentioned he's been shooting a lot of threes, you know, and that time around counters it.
Most
Took
crucial.
that drive and wow, great finish there off the glass.
Crucial free throw. Paulo Ramos calmly sinks that bonus freebie. And when we said these teams are dragging each other to the trenches, they are dragging each other down to the final buzzer. Modern Fox timeout. We are tied at 93. And with 32.4 seconds remaining, Coach Bam, we're back at square one, as they say, with UE Manila with a possession after this timeout.
Yes, and it looks like they're gonna. Well, we'll see if they're gonna advance the ball. But again, the steadier team. But looks like both teams not giving an inch.
Scoring review here. Alex Cabagnot with 31, countered by Gerald Buton's 24. Ubalde and Pasco are the scoring Robins here for UE Manila with 23 and 15 respectively, while Chris Abella and Paulo Ramos with 21 and 19. But of course, none bigger than that end one opportunity that Paulo Ramos was able to pull down in the dying seconds of their shot clock.
So it's like Abella, Ramos, and Boton for Lufthansa technique against Cabagnot, Ubalde, and Pasco for UE.
And so they use their entire 24. 7-second differential between game clock and shot clock. This could be for the lead and for the win. Quitoras! How about the trust of Alex Cabagnot in this guy right here, Mark Clifford Quitoras? Unconventional looking jumper. If it works, it works.
But once again, great setup by Alex Cabagnot. Literally forcing the defense to collapse. And that pass for that mid-range jump shot by Quitoras.
Pero hindi pa tapos ang ating laro dahil we still have 14.5 seconds remaining and a chance for Lufthansa Technique Philippines to either send this game to overtime or possibly win the ball game with a 3.
Yes, very interesting how they're gonna attack this one. UE deciding to go to a man-to-man defense.
Buton to Colmenares. Offensive rebound. That was blocked by Cabagnot. That second serving was blocked by the guy who assisted Quitoras in that go-ahead basket. Alex Cabagnot doing everything here for UE Manila.
Yeah, Yeah, it looked like another offensive rebound put back for Lufthansa Technique, but Alex Cabagnot with that crucial block and that loose ball. Well, it happened on our side. Oh, here we go.
Andun na si Abella for that 15th
Yeah.
rebound. Oh, that's Buton with his fingertips touching the leather last.
Yeah, that was looked like it from our vantage point.
And in this ball game, parang ang dagger, Coach Bam, is on the defensive end of things with that block from Alex Cabagnot.
Exactly. And for a majority of this game, Abella had made a living with those rebound putbacks.
And they're gonna play the free throw game here, the foul game here. Talking about Lufthansa, they will send Paulo Hubalde to the free throw line with exactly 2 ticks remaining on the regulation clock.
Well, we have to check if this Lufthansa Technique still has a timeout left. So, Paulo Hubaldo misses the first.
Because if they have a timeout left, then that allows Lufthansa to maybe bring the ball closer. He shoots it. And that Hail Mary heave will not go for Gerald Boton as UE Manila explodes in jubilation, taking this ball game away in the hands from the hands of Lufthansa Technique Philippines. They were in control for most of this ball game. Lufthansa made a run, but finally at the buzzer, UE Manila coming away with a 3-point victory, 96-93. Coach Bam, some of the highlights here, they do not tell the story of this intense matchup between UE and Lufthansa.
Yeah, just big plays after big plays from UE and Lufthansa. Lufthansa Technique, nothing to be ashamed of, but UE, the steadier team in crunch time, being rewarded with this 96-93 win. How sweet it is for UE.
And so UE now will move up to 2-3 to snap that 3-game losing streak, while Lufthansa Technique Philippines will slide down to 2 wins and 3 losses and will absorb their second straight loss. 3-point highlights brought to you by Lufthansa Technique Philippines. There's been a barrage of threes in this ball game. This one from Gerald Boton, who's perfect from beyond the arc.
Oh, that was a tough one. Could have gone either way.
You can see some more highlights from long distance. This one from Rafael Miguel. And we're just about to see our awardees for this ball game. First on the list, best rebounder of the game, Joseph Solema with a game-high 14 rebounds. 7 from the offensive end. Our PNB 3-point shooter of the game, Gerald Buton. 3 for 3 from long distance, Gerald Buton. And the losing cause. Our best assist of the game, Paulo Hubalde, with 8 assists to his name for UE Manila. Our next awardee, that's going to be Asia Brewery Defensive Player of the Game, awarded to Robin Carl Pasco. 7 rebounds, 1 steal, and 3 blocks for Robin Pasco. And finally, our Tanduay Best Player of the Game, Alex Cabagnot. 31 points, 13 rebounds, and 5 assists, none bigger than the game-winning dime to Quitoras in the end game. UE Manila coming away with a 3-point victory. But up next, it's gonna be PMFTC as they search for their first win in the season, going up against the 1-3 Eton Century Park Hotel. Huwag po kayong bibitiw, magbabalik ang BKT Inter-Sister Cup 2025.